Hello, welcome to the channel. So today we're going to be doing a installation of a 10-inch hybrid blade for your brush cutter. Now, if you have tall grass or you want to cut some tree branches up to 3.5 inches thick, I got to tell you guys, this hybrid blade, okay, is absolutely amazing. It is 10 inches. They make 9 inches and 8 inches, and they sell them in different packs. I'll put some of the links below. They're affiliate. They help us out. We're trying to grow. Can't do it without your support. Also, don't forget to like and follow. We have awesome videos coming, and you don't want to miss them. So I've been using this hybrid blade from Renegade, 10 inches. I believe this one's 80 teeth, and it's super awesome. It's lightweight, and it's durable. It's got carbide tips. And what I've done in the past, I've installed it on my attachment series Echo. I bought it from them. It came with an 8-inch blade, so I changed it to this one. We were using the ones from Home Depot, which are 10 inches and super heavy. Killed our shoulders when we were doing the brush cutter. So in this case, we do mountain bike trail maintenance. That's why I decided to go with my Echo series. This thing is an absolute beast. I used to have the 225 model, which is smaller engine. This one's is the 2620 PAS with the attachment series. I also have the saw and the edger, and this one is the upgraded weed eater head, which is the bigger one. And you could add it to either the weed eater, or you could add it to the saw that they sell. Now, it's pretty much the same thing. Now, you could also keep the protector on it or remove it. It's up to you. We do a lot of brush cutting, and we also trim a lot of the brush up in the, like the branches up in the top. So that's why I removed the protector, but you have to be extremely careful. It is very dangerous. Now, this blade is way lighter than the one you will get at Home Depot or the one that comes with, and is extremely sharp. It goes dull after a while, especially if you start hitting some rocks, which is normal. And they could bend too if you hit a piece of metal, which has happened to us in the past too. Now, so I put it on my attachment series here, and this thing is an absolute beast. Now, with the one from Home Depot, that they're more like solid metal, they're heavier, so it takes a little bit more power to spin them. You could use them because we have it on a Ryobi, we have it on a steel, and we have it on also the Echo, the 225, and it works fine, the metal ones, but it takes a little longer to wind up, so with the extra power, that's what I bought this beast for. I also have the saw attachment, and I also have the edger to do things around the house, and I have no complaints with this thing. It is a little heavier than the 225 model, but actually the gas lasts a lot longer because it has to work less because it's got more power. It is just a little heavier. That's the only drawback to this unit here, but the power is it's an absolute must. Now we're gonna go ahead and install it, and we're gonna go out there and try it out. And I gotta tell you guys, this thing is a beast. So like I said, don't forget to like and follow. Let's get to it. All right, guys, depending on the head that you use, obviously you're gonna have different sockets here and there. So the thread is backwards on these things. So one of these things here, this is the adapter that comes in some of the weed eaters. I ended up cutting mine. I took it to a shop, and they actually cut it because I was using the ones from Home Depot when I started. I hadn't found these a few years back, but you don't have to. Okay, so now I actually had to make this thing a little washer to fit it back into its original size. So you could always buy these these adapters anyway, but it is what it is. So, but it does come, like I said, with this little washer right here. So depending on the one that you use, it's kind of like a universal thing. And then you have to find the way your head moves. So you could actually, it tells you right here the rotation. So you got to make sure that you put the correct rotation on there and put it on. It perfectly fits. You have to put your adapter, and you put your nut, and like I told you, it goes the opposite way, and that's pretty much it. Make it nice and tight. You have to find the little hole. I think it's on the other side. So you could lock it, and then you tighten it. All right. So make sure, you know, the teeth are facing the correct spinning, and we're good to go. Like I said, this thing is an actual beast. So always try to, don't let it rest on the blade, put it upside down somewhere or hang it. That way you don't want to have, you don't want to put it, storage for a month or put anything heavy on it, because you will, it's a possibility that you could bend it, especially if you put any kind of weight. But other than that, this thing is a beauty. It looks good, it cuts amazing. So we're gonna try it out and show you. All right guys, so we're gonna go ahead and use it on my Echo. Like I mentioned before, this one has the attachments, so I can pretty much put in whatever I want. This is a little example right here, about 2 feet of brush. We'll give this a whack. As you can see, cuts low. You don't want to go too low, you don't want to hit any rocks and mess up the blade. So alright guys, so this is a reference to my hand. That's probably a good 3 inches, and you saw I'll cut it basically like butter. So it's good to use it to basically do trimming. You could do brush, you could do all these little trees with no problem. I've been using it for years. This is the mountain bike trail that we maintain. I just literally finished doing one of the trails, and like these really annoying weeds that grow really tall is actually excellent to cut them with that, because you could cut them at the bottom, they fall, and then that's it. Weed eater won't hit that, won't cut it. So there's a tool for everything, and this thing does pretty much everything. you think? I think it's a beast way. This thing will cut, as you can see, about 4 inches of wood over there. Look at this thing. The relation, the blade is 10 inches. So that wood would say about, you know, 3.5, 4 inches easy. And they cut it like butter. So if you want one of these guys, you won't be disappointed.